Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to walk in any Plotagon scene. This tutorial works on any device. That's the tutorial works on Android, iPhone, Windows and Linux. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.
Hi guys, you want to know how to work in any Plotagon scene? If your answer is yes, you are welcome to Femtech Studio. This tutorial is grouped into two sections. The first section is for the laptop users, that is either Windows or Mac OS users. And the second section is for the mobile users. So any of these devices you are using, I have a method for you that will surely work. So I'll be starting with the first section. Special thanks to God and to all my subscribers. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. A random shout out to my recent subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If you want your channel name to be mentioned, kindly click on the subscribe button and like my video if you find the video helpful. Without further ado, let's get down to today's tutorial. Welcome back. From what I want you to know, this video is subtitled in different languages. All right, so let's get started. First, open up your Plotagon Studio. Like I said, first section that I will be going through. Okay, so once your Plotagon section is opened, once the Plotagon is opened, we need to create this scene first. Okay, so to do that, which I've already done just to show you, let's create a video. Okay, from the create a video, select scene. From this place, select this. Then you have varieties of scene you can use, but since we actually want to use the working character, we can either select any of these, but I prefer to use the one that shows street wide shots, either this or this. Okay, so let me select this. Now next, select the actor you actually want to use. Try to select the builder. Now from the builder, peradventure I have something to write. Peradventure we have something to write. So what we could do now is to select the select the text, speech, select the builder, then let's write. So welcome to Femtech Studio. Okay, so what I've just done is to input the text.
Welcome to Femtech Studio. In today's tutorial I will show you how to walk in any...
Now from what you could see here, is actually facing straight. So we want him to face the camera here. All right, so to do that, we need the camera tweaking. We need to tweak the camera and the position of the character. Okay, so to do that, select an actor, select ghost. So I just want him only to be in the scene. Okay, so select a ghost. Now goes to the camera, switch the goes to the camera and switch the builder far from the camera. So once the builder is talking now, it will face ghost, because the ghost normally is meant to be in this position right now, but since he's a ghost, we can't see it. We can't see him or her. All right, now once we play it,
Welcome to Femtech Studio. In today's tutorial,
now can you see it's facing this side, that is the camera view where we want him to actually face. Once you are done with the text you actually want to input here, you can just come over here to render your video. You can render your video in 4K resolution. All right, based on the version of Plotagon Studio I'm actually using presently, so I can render my video in 4K resolution. All right, so once that is done, I have a video that I've created on that. So let me
Hi
show you.
guys, welcome to Femtech Studio. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to walk in any Plotagon scene. This tutorial works on any device. That's the tutorial works on Android, iPhone, Windows and Linux.
Alright, so that is the video, the raw video before it was being edited. Alright, so let me show you how to go about that. So still in the scene, and to do that, to get the scene, it's quite easy. Let's go back from anyone here. Now from what I tried to do here, from the scene you could see, from here you could see these scenes in the intro video. So what I did was to open up the scene and look for any scene that I think it's okay. So as you can see, this temple scene has a base, a foreground and a wall. Okay, likewise this temple has a foreground and a wall, so I can decide to work in any of these scenes like this. It look more realistic and more should I say more professional. All right, but things like this, it's not that good for you to use it because it doesn't have a floor base. All right, and it's just a plane. Okay, so that's why I decided to use a bus stop like this. And once I did that, I didn't actually even use, because once I select on this will want to show me where I place the ghost. So I did this, just close that, then export the video in 4K resolution. Once that was done, so I think I had this coming. Yeah, okay? I add this video format, and what I did was to convert this video format to an image, a JPEG format. Okay, using the Photoshop. All right, so if you want the conversion, how to convert your videos to pictures, okay, just let me know in the comment section below. That will make this video so lengthy and so boring. All right, I don't want that. Okay, so I'll leave these scenes for you to follow along, and likewise the working scene also in my Telegram channel. Okay, so if you have any question you actually want to ask me, you can join my Telegram channel and my WhatsApp group. Okay, so I'll be glad to answer your questions, but I prefer you join my Telegram channel. Once we've exported out our scenes, now after I've created the scene and also converted my pictures, my video scene into the picture format, the next thing to do is to remove the background scene from this working character. To do that, software I use is Adobe After Effects 2020. Select on it. When I open up Adobe, okay, upon opening up Adobe After Effects, you might not receive this compatibility error, but just in case you receive this is actually telling you that you won't be able to create that video for long. Okay, that is, you might continue to experience issues performing integration and instability and loss of data. Okay, but do not worry, I will use this Just in case this also pop out, try to select fix and follow the instruction. You should get it fixed for you. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, let us continue with it. So I'll continue with known issue. Mind you, you might not have that same issue. Okay, that same issue might not pop out for you, so do not think, not compulsory you have a graphic system before you can use Adobe After Effects, but with the use of a graphic system, it makes the work more faster. All right, now once you open up the Adobe After Effects 2020, from here double click on this thing, this panel here, or you can also select open. Okay, then select imports, files, import in media, anyone. So locate where you download the video. Okay, so select this and select imports. Now from what we have here, as you can see, nothing is showing up presently. That's because we haven't dragged the video to the timeline. Okay, do that, just drag and drop it like this. Once that is done, you notice something is being created, a composition is being created. Okay, like I said previously, our aim here is to cut out the background scene from the character. We only need the character. Okay, so let me have a wider view. Now in After Effects 2020, there's a tool called Go Through Brush, and that is what we are going to use throughout this video to create the cutout edges. Okay, now once I select on Go Through Brush, this arrow is not changing, nothing's occurring yet. And once I double click on it, make sure the scene is selected, double click on it. Now you will notice the arrow sign has changed. Okay, so let me make it more bigger for you to see, and let me enlarge the brush so you can see. To enlarge the brush, select your control button and your left click button to expand like this. Okay, so this is, you can see it's now big. Okay, and you can also reduce this. So quickly before we start, there are things I need to show you. Now to add a selection, the brush must be green to add a selected part. Okay, that is, probably I want to select this place, just this place only. So you notice actually picked the grass and this region also. All right, so to deselect, to make sure it's mark out does this grass only, do that, I need to remove this line away. That is to subtract the line, and to do that, hold down your Alt button. You notice the arrow has now changed. Okay, so hold down the Alt button, then drag that portion you actually want to erase. So once that is done, you notice it's now on the edge of the grass. You can also do that here also by applying it here. All right, so you can see it's now applying to the edge of the grass. Now to move front and back, just hold down your scroll button to move the object front and back. And let's say you end up doing something like this, to return it back for you to see it, come down to this point here and you select on fit to 100% or fit, depending on the one you prefer to use. Okay, so before we continue, I need to show you some things also. Remember, the video time duration is 18 seconds, and that's what you can see here, 18 seconds. Okay, so if you decide to trim the video probably to 10 seconds, we can do that. I think for the sake of this tutorial, I will just do that to let me say 3 seconds. Okay, the secret here is for you to know how to go about it. All right, so I will just show you how to go about this now. That's the timeline for you. So, and one more tip is, the reason why I selected to 3 seconds is because I need only 3 seconds of this video frame to show you. But if you are doing yours, you can use the whole complete frame. All right, now from here we have what we call the alpha toggle. Okay, that is the area you selected is only what will be revealed. That is, remember what we selected now is only what we are seeing. And in the world of art, it's white reveals, black concealed. Okay, that is white. Once an area is marked white, you see it. Once the area is marked black, you don't see it. All right, so that's what is occurring here. That area is selected, that's why we can only see this, and other scene here is black. So once I select on this, it takes me back to the normal scene we have, and you can also go along play with this. Likewise, this does, should I say, in place of the area you selected will only be shown, while the other areas will show this pink color of a thing. Okay, so let's continue. Now I think that is all you need to know. So based on what other things you need to know, I will let you know while we are actually going along with this video. So at this point you might experience, I mean this video, you might experience some should I say some degradation, okay, because of that graphics. Okay, so you might experience something of such, but nevertheless yours is to get this done. Yours is to know how to work on this, okay, and get it done. Okay, so you can also help me out with my laptop to get me a laptop. So you can also help me out to get a good laptop. If you can help me out, you can help my channel to get a good laptop so I can create more videos like this for you. No amount you help my channel with is too small. Thank you so much for your support. My PayPal link is down below, and also if you're in Nigeria, my account number is also there. All right, so let's continue. So from here, let's remove this now. We don't want this. This is not what we want actually. So that's that range. Yeah, you don't want that. Okay, I can also increase the brush just to remove that. Hold down my Alt key, erase that. I don't want that. Okay, so that is erased. All right, so let's reduce the brush size a bit, something like this. Okay, now it's been reduced. So let's mark out the area based on the selection I told you. The green is used to select the areas you actually want to use. So just reduce it a bit. Just not compulsory to start straight. Just mark out the areas you actually want. Okay, it gives me something equivalent to what I actually need. So from here we have this space here, so I can reduce the brush. Hold down your control key, left click button, drag your left click, hold down the control button, left click and drag, then the Alt key, and you have something like this. Okay, and also Alt key again, you have something like this. Okay, All right, so you can actually still work on this if you actually want that. Now from here, based on what I told you, let's look at this now. You'll notice something is being cut off from this character. The cap, the art, the element is not that showing fully. Okay, it's because this is not selecting this other part. So to do that, just draw it down and just follow the way I did it, and you should have something like this. So once I select on the alpha toggle again, you can see now it's now fully shown. Okay, so you could correct this part also. This pink line has to be on the edge somewhere like this, be on the edge like this. Okay, so you notice there is a cut here, like it's taking more than expected. So hold down your alt key, then that side, it gives me what I actually want. You can actually still fine tune that part. Also select this and scroll down. Okay, so let me expand the brush, get multi selection to get a eye selection. Okay, likewise this. All right, so this is also, now as you can see what I'm doing, I'm actually selecting those area I need. Okay, so I think the intensity is too much, so let's cut this edge away, make it look nice. All right, likewise add this selection of edges together like this. Okay, so hold down your scroll button to pan, then to zoom in this edge. You notice this is actually not marking out the edge. Okay, so we could also reduce the brush size, carve out that edge we need, something like this. Okay, so as you can see, same thing applicable here. So I'm going to fast forward the video. So likewise here also, you notice once you select the alpha toggle, the feet not showing, rather not showing. So just select this to mark out that selection also. Now it's now showing, but you note this cut. So once I select on the alpha toggle, it's not showing any differentiation between the legs. Okay, and that's because this place is not yet separated. So to minus this place, you don't add this place, okay, because it's part of what you actually want to cut. So select your down alt key and drag like that, your left click button. Okay, let's zoom a little bit up. Get this point also, go down alt key, drag. Okay, so I won't be doing the details of all this, just to show you how to go about it. Okay, now this is quite, from here there are two ways to go about this. The first method is by selecting the play button. Now what the play button will do is to pick out those sections that has been highlighted. throughout the scene while the character is walking. Okay, so throughout that scene, throughout that video clip, to be selected throughout. So it's probably, sometimes it's always, like say 80-90% accurate. Okay, but within that 10% you have some one you need to edit. So what am I trying to say? Let's take a look at it. Once you are done with the selection, select play. So from what you can see now,
Hi guys, welcome.
Now I hope you understand. So I just need to pause it because I'm actually recording and also doing the same, working on After Effects, so it might get slow on my system and I don't want it to crash. Okay, so now, like I said, I will only create just 4 seconds of this video or lesser than that. Once you select the automatic to complete the working scene of the character, then you might not get the 100% accuracy of it, but probably let's say 90-95% of it will be okay. So I personally decide to prefer to do it 10 frames by 10 frames or single frames by single frames. Okay, do not misquote me. Okay, so what I always do to have a good cut and a professional workout animation based on the video you just watched, okay, is to do it frame by frame. Like I said, I'll do it 10 frames by 10 frames. You can actually as well follow me along, which I recommend you also doing. Like I said, I am not actually going to select this again. No, I'm not doing that. So all I want to do now is on each frame, I want to make sure that the lines are in place. Okay, the lines are stick to the edges of the character. Now, so from here, once I have reduced this, let's just select this. For me, what you have here, if I hold down Control and my greater than and my arrow key, the right, you'll notice it moves single frame by frame. Okay, so I can as well fast forward it to move in more higher frames. Okay, so to do that, hold down Control plus Shift, then to move, you notice it's moved about 3 frames ahead. Okay, so you can see it. Now try to make sure none of the edges is cut out. Okay, if I confirm that none of the edges is cut out, then I can as well continue again, hold down my Control plus my Shift button and select it again. So you can see in 10 frames. Just let it do its thing. Okay, let it work itself. Just confirm if the edges are in line with the character. Okay, so as you can see, yes, it's now in line with the character. Yes, perfectly. Now there's something I actually want to show you here. Let's take a look at this. Once I select just a single frame, that is a single frame, is you hold down your Control button with your directional arrow. Okay, hold down the Control button with the directional arrow. You notice something. You notice this is occurring. Okay, it's not on that image. Let me try to take it to one more frame so that it can be visible to everyone. All right, I think this is visible enough. So as you can see, if you've used the automatic selection, that's once you select the roto brush, mark out the edges and you select play, this will pick it up also. Then like I said, it's 95% correct. Okay, in scenes like this. Okay, in scenes like this, because this scene has different colors, so it really tries a lot in scenes like this. All right, so to work it out now, so you can see why I said it's better you frame it frame by frame. You do it manually like this. So just zoom into that point, reduce your brush size, then hold down your Alt key to cut out that edge away. All right, so as you can see, it's now on that same edge. So let me go back a little bit. So that's the one I showed you that I noticed. Just go do that also. Now I think nice. Okay, so moved a frame ahead. Okay, I'm moving a frame ahead, and like I said, I'll just be doing just 3 seconds of this. Immediately I select Roto brush, it returns back to this. Do not worry, I will show you how, if you do not want to actually render all the whole scene, okay, how to go about it. Okay, so I'll do that, I'll show you, but just going for 3 seconds of this section here. So I think the whole part is marked out well. I can fit 100% back, then select Ctrl Shift and my directional button. All right, so same thing applicable again. You see, just try to edit this portion like this. Right, I think it's okay. Then next again, we could Ctrl Shift directional button. All right, now we are at 3 seconds. We need to save this video, this file. Very important, please always make sure you always save when you try to work on any software program. Okay, so all right, so in case your system is a little bit slow and you notice me probably when you run it, the automatic play button, and it's crashed or says not responding to some extent, please, I prefer or advise you also to use the frame by frame. Okay, and once you get to probably every 1 second frame interval, try to just save a copy. You could save a copy. Okay, so once you save a copy of that, then select save. Once you save the copy, that is, you are still working on the original copy, but you already have a copy. So in case this crashed at a particular point, you won't lose what you've done so far. Okay, like that is how I work with the type of system I'm using presently. Okay, so if you have a higher system, a very good system, you might not face this issue. But the next thing to do is to tell Roto brush we actually want to cut out that edges away. And how do we do that? Firstly, before we could do that, we need to freeze the Roto brush. What does that mean by freezing? Freezing simply means, like the word sounds, freeze, like to hold, to stop something. Okay, to pause something, in the sense that whatever you've wrote through so far will not be erased. Because if I try to select on this play button, it will actually want to start from the starting again. Okay, so freezing is a way of when you freeze it, you actually tell Roto brush not to edit what you've done so far. Okay, now if I select freeze, it will count all the old frames, including this and these other ones I did not want. So what I will do is to trim it to that point I said, 3 seconds. Okay, then select freeze. So as you can see, it starts from the beginning again. Okay, and you see it's now actually working, facing 4 of 97. So if I did not shrink it down, I leave it down to 87, then it will freeze it. It will read it. It will freeze every scene, including the one I've worked on and the one I haven't worked on. Okay, so from what you could notice now, it has been freezed, and you notice this ice, like say ice color, something like lilac. Okay, now, which means we can now move to the next procedure. But before I proceed, there is something I want to let you know about animations. Okay, so before I do that, let me scroll down and show you this one from the video, so that you will have a better understanding of how animations works. Okay, now before I proceed, let me explain. In animations, when you want to make your character to walk, there are two ways you can do it. It's either the scene is stationary, then the character moves from one point to the other, which the camera also follows along. Okay, why the second method is the character will stand in one position, but the scene itself will move. So the scene will be moving, not the character. The two are called animations. That is, the character is moving from one point to the other. So let me try to explain. Let's try to see what I'm trying to say here. Let's open up the default one first, so I can explain. You can understand it more better.
Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio.
All right, now if you notice something, this character is just in this position throughout. The character is not moving. The scene is actually the one that is moving, not the character. Let's take a closer look at it again. I'll put the cursor here. If the character is actually moving, then the character should move away from the cursor. Okay, so that's one way you will understand that the character is just in one position, but the scene is the one moving. Okay, so let me play it.
In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to walk in any Plotagon scene. This tutorial works on any.
So can you see that the character is actually in one position, but the scene is the one that is actually this background is the one that's actually moving. Okay, that is one way of so that is one way of creating an animations. All right, now take a closer look at this one. Now if I open this one for you to see.
Hi, today I'm going to show you how to walk in Plotagon in different.
You will notice that the two characters are on the same position, but they're having this hand movement, leg movement, but they are not moving away from that position. Now once we look at it,
scenes. Hi, today I'm going to show you.
You know, it really doesn't look as if they are actually moving from one point to the other. It shows they are just moving on a loop. Okay, but we want it to look like the way Plotagon actually created their own. Okay, that is, we want to make sure that the character moves. Okay, so two ways to do it. Like I said, is either we make sure the character move from one point to the other, or we make the scene, the background scene, move from one point to the other. And here is one I did. Okay, based on what you just saw, I think this is another one. Let me see. So this is it. Now once I click on this,
Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio.
You can see that the scene is actually stationary, but the character moves from the left down to the right. Okay,
Today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to walk in any Plotagon scene. This tutorial works on any device.
alright, good. Now I hope you understand the two ways of animating now. Okay, so we are going to use that second method, that is, we'll make our scene stationary, all right, and we'll allow the character to move from the left down to the right, or you can also allow it to move from the right down to the left. It all depends on you, but I prefer moving from the left to the right. So once I teach you that, then you can do that yourself. All right, so back to After Effects. Okay, so from trying to position myself somewhere, okay, probably yes, okay, so that I won't obstruct any of the view, I think. All right, so let's take a look at what I'm doing so you understand the more. Now from here, so we have a north face in our scene. Okay, so all these, though I didn't make mention of this, but before we continue, feathers, these are mostly, if you are used to Photoshop, they are more or less the same, whereby the sharpness of the edge, the contrast, the shift edge, you can just play along with this. But for this tutorial, the default settings is okay for us, okay for everyone. Okay, all right. Now so from here, from what we have here, let's change the background now. Since we've go through it to 3 seconds, now you should have this composition Plotagon working scene. Once you select on it, yours might not be of this color, the green screen. Okay, I actually edited that to have the green screen. Actually edited that to have the green screen. Or what if yours is not that, then nevertheless it will still work. If yours is not that, we can actually change that. And how do you do that? Very simple. All you need to do is make sure nothing selected, and select composition settings. So from the background color, so if you select on this, you could just switch to green or any color you prefer. So if I switch to black, it's black. So take it back to that green effects. Okay, and select OK. All right, so now we have the character good to go. We've actually erased the background scene from it. So the next thing to do is to import our scene we exported import our scene we exported from Plotagon Studio. Okay, and which has been converted to the picture format. All right, so the files are also available in the link in the description link. Join my Telegram channel and get the file so that you can also follow along. All right, so this is Plotagon. Then the first one I use is this. Okay, then select. Okay, so what I can do is from here, go back to the project, then double click on this portion. So then I have first one is this. Okay, select import. All right, so once I do that, to make it reflect, I will just drag and drop it at this portion. So as you can see, it has actually taken a new shape, right? Good. So the next thing to do is select on the Plotagon Scene, that is the character himself. Then select the box here. So once we select this box, it will give us this manipulator. Okay, so with the manipulator now, we can now rotate, drag, shift, and all that things with this character. Okay, so let us select on this, on the arrow, trying to zoom in to get that arrow selected well. Okay, now it's giving me, okay, it's giving me a warning, no problem. So now select on it and move it to the side. Let's put the character on the floor. Let's place the character on the floor. Now somewhere here is okay. Okay, somewhere here is okay. Somewhere here. Somewhere here is okay. All right. Now, so we want to make sure the this is the starting of the scene. So we want to make sure we could just make a calculation. I have the old 3 scenes, okay, 3 scenes. I mean 3 seconds of this tutorial video, just 3 seconds. So I'll just show you how to import it in just one scene. And if you still want more detailed tutorial on this, just let me know in the comment box below, and I'll be love to help out. All right, so from here we need to animate it so that it can move from one point to the other. And to do that, once you select on this scroll button, you could see some effects, transformation, materials option. So we just need the transformation, and instead of going down to the transformation, then select on the position, all you need to do is just select P on your keyboard. Okay, press P, then this will pop out for you. Once that is pop out, select on this stopwatch, then you have this you've created a keyframe here. A keyframe has been created. Okay, so once I drag the keyframe down to probably, okay, to the last edge, as the 3 seconds, okay, then I need to set it at this 3 seconds. Where did I want you to stop? So moving it, oops, I think I've selected the wrong okay, again. So let's try to make sure it's great. Okay, somewhere like this. All right, so I decided, okay, this is all. If I leave it like this, let's see. All right, so a keyframe has been created. Just in case you are at this point and the keyframe is not created, okay, probably you are at this point. Once you've dragged your character to this point and the keyframe is not created, what you need to do is just select on this button. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, so this is the point at which I am now. You can see once I move out of the 3 seconds, it shows me the ones I did not roll through. Okay, so Let me take it back like this. All right, now from here just select on this, then move the character somewhere here. Somewhere here is okay, or a little bit back. Okay, then okay, selected. So you can actually select this to add the keyframe. Once it's not selected, just select this to add to the keyframe or to remove. All right, so oops, frame. Okay, so that is it, and the keyframe is done. All right, it means the character will walk down from here to this to this point. So you can actually check it out. Let's select play, but before we do that, like I said, let's select save a copy again. So let's call this let's call this 2. So we know, okay, save copy is what we have as number 2. All right, so let's select play.
Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio.
So sometimes you need to let it try to do let this red line moves first. Okay, once it gets to this point, it will stop, then it will play well. All right, so thus I'll skip this now. Let this once it gets to this point, I'll be back. On this, feel free to ask me. All right, so now that's the point I want to stop. So after 4 seconds, you can see it's going back again. All right, so let's take it back like this, and now play it. So it's actually nice. As you can see, it's moving well based on what they actually wanted. And okay, so let me see again in
Studio. Hi guys,
let's see what's really happening here. Let's go back. Okay, so nice.
Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio. Welcome to Femtech Studio.
It's moving nice, so you can as well play along with the indicator so that you can actually have a better view of how it works. And if one more thing, if I should bring this like keyframe very closer, it means the character will walk very fast, and we don't want that. Okay, so in the next tutorial, when we have a detailed tutorial on this, okay, I will show you how to do that. So for the second, once we now have this, as this is our video we actually want to create, okay, so we need to create edit something, that is composition. In the composition settings, then start frame. Since we are not ending it at 18 seconds, I'm only ending it at 3 seconds, so we need to correct this. As 03. Okay, let me just say 00. That is okay. Okay, so the next thing now is to export it out of After Effects. All right, so to do that, select composition. Now we have many methods of exporting, and I want you to take a very close look at what I'm trying to do now. Okay, now once you select add to render queuing, this is, you can either render it by media encoder, you can add it to render queuing, stuff like that. There are different ones you can use, but in case you don't have Adobe Media Encoder, all right, we can actually render it from our After Effects here. Select pre-render. Once I select pre-render, you will notice something. This settings is now showing under the render queuing. Okay, under the render, you could notice that the render setting, best settings, the format it actually wants to render it is in this format. Okay, so you can as well play with all these video formats, but you need to just take a look at what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so once we select render, it should render it in no time, because this is just a short clip video. But if you are using the 18 seconds, then it might take up to, should I say, 5 to 10 minutes to render it out. Okay, so there's something that's going to bust your mind now that we are going to see, and I'll show you how to go about it. So once you render in Adobe After Effects, the size become extremely large, the video size become extremely voluminous. Okay, it should give us a sound, so we'll know that it is completely done. Okay, so you can listen to that, and that is I'm done. All right, so let's minimize this for now. Minimize this also. So this is the one we just created. Now, before we even play it, let me show you something you need to know. If I right click and look at the properties of this video, the file size of this video is 2.8 gigabytes. That is just 3 seconds video. That is too much, right? Too much. Just 3 seconds video. Okay, so there's a way you are going to beat down the file size to a reasonable amount, which will not affect the resolution of the video. All right, so I'm going to show you right away. So if you are actually doing the same one I did also, I think it's another one I did also, the one I rendered myself also, I rendered out 13 gig. I think this was the 18, probably not up to 18 seconds. I think I stopped it along the way, giving 13.33 gigabytes. That's probably around that 10. Let me see the okay, about 14 seconds. As you can see, 14 seconds. It's too much, really too much. All right, so to reduce the file size once you are done with it, very simple. You need a video editing software. The one I use is Camtasia 2019. All right, and we opened up Camtasia now. Although Camtasia 2020 will also do it. Camtasia, starting from Camtasia 2016 upward, do it. Okay, so open up Camtasia. See, from the Camtasia app, just select new project. Once you select new projects, select imports. Okay, so this is one of the application I use, a video recording software I use, Camtasia. Just desktop, I think saved as Plotagon Scene 5. You can see that's it. then select open. Because the file is so big, so it might take a little while to load up. Okay, now it's loaded up on the scene here. Now delete, it does this down to one. Okay, so I already have this one. It does drag to the time frame here. Now this is it. So I advise you not to even play it or anything. Just select here, local file, select 10 MP4 this, then select next. So select the area you actually want to save it to. Let me see, desktop green. So let me save it on the desktop. Okay, let me save it on the desktop as Plotagon. Okay, let's enter. So select, I don't want to quickly organize this, a subfolder. So let's, okay, so let's give it time for it to have it. Yeah, likewise you, thank you. And minimize this. So now this is, as you can see, Plotagon. So let's select, right click, and it has converted to MP4. Okay, the one we exported was AVI format. That's now converted it to MP4. So you could see the file size 1.09 megabytes, and you see the difference between the file size. All right, so once we can now play this now, and to play well without any issue. Okay,
Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio. Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio. Hi guys, welcome to Femtech Studio.
all right, so that is how to go about that. Thank you so much. So for the second section, please kindly watch the next video for the second section, that is how to work in any Plotagon scene with your mobile device. Thank you. All right, so if you find this video helpful, all right, so if you have any question on this video, please kindly leave your question in the comment section below. God bless you.